Hi, I'm Emily, and welcome back to Jet Set Hearts in Motion, exclusively here on Hope Harbor Sports Network. Today, I want to talk about women in sports, which has grown tremendously in the past 100 years and has been a trending topic on social media, the news, and ESPN, and all of our news sources for sports. Instead of just talking about it, though, I want to introduce you to one of my favorite college athletes, let everyone get to know her, and ask her a few questions on what it's like to be a woman in sports. So, today I'm joined by one of my close friends, Jordan Tarabokia, who is a college sophomore at Montclair University, who is a starting pitcher and has been playing softball as long as I've known her. So today we'll cover her athlete journey, what being a college athlete looks like, what challenges she may have faced, and the future of women's sports. So hi, Jordan. Welcome.
Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourself, introduce your position, your school, your year, all of that?
Yeah, sure. Well, obviously I'm Jordan. So I play at Montclair State. I am a pitcher only for right now. We'll see where this goes. Um, I've been playing for as long as I can remember, and this position definitely doesn't give me a break.
What originally made you fall in love with softball?
It definitely was the girls that really brought me in first. It's all about being with them before playing the game.
Yeah. Um, is like when did you realize you wanted to play for like ever for college and everything?
Well, it took a while to find the love for softball. It took a lot of persistence from my family to help me find this love. I'm so glad they did that though. This is the most amazing sport in the world. I really fell in love with it my freshman year of high school.
Yeah, when we played each other.
Yeah.
um, People see college athletes as traveling game days, pictures, but they don't see what it takes to get into that lifestyle. So, what was your recruiting process like?
Well, I wasn't I was luckier than others, but at the same time unlucky. For the recruiting process, before you even get to college, you are sending out emails and emails and emails. You are contacting as many colleges as you can consistently. You have to keep emailing them like every week during the summer, during the fall, while you're in high school. It is a lot of trying to advertise yourself to colleges to even get to them. I was lucky enough that my college coach saw me at a tournament and liked me at that point, and we ended up getting along. But it's not as easy for everybody else.
And, like, I know you mentioned high school. What was the transition like for you? Being in high school, pitching every single game, and also trying to find your team, and then going to Montclair, and then starting over. Like, what was all of that like for you?
Well, as you said, I did pitch like every single game for high school. So I was conditioned and trained to just go, 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 and never hit the brake at all. So it was a really good buildup for me to transition into Montclair because it was completely different. I had so many people behind me that when I was not doing my best that day, or that team was just getting me right off the bat, there was somebody else backing me up immediately, and it was so relieving. It made me love the sport just that much more.
Yeah, you guys are a great team. Um, Speaking of that, like the competition, what is the difference from high school's league to this league? Like your competition wise, is it harder? Is it easier? What do you think about that?
Do you mean within the team, or do you mean against
Teams you
competition?
face.
Teams we face,
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot harder. They're like, the girls are putting out their best every game. The girls that are out on the field for our team and for their team are fighting for that spot every single practice, every single day. Like, those girls are coming to play.
Yeah. So speaking of that, like the practice, the games, what does a normal day in your life look like?
Well, my normal day, I wake up about 7 o'clock in the morning to go eat because coach says eating 3 meals a day is super important. Even if you're not an athlete, 3 meals a day is super important. I try and chug a bottle of water before I head to class. But then I'm in class for about 4 to 6 hours, depending on how it is. Grab lunch real quick, straight down to the softball fields. We're practicing for about 3 hours. And then, depending on the day, we either go to the gym for another hour or we go and get dinner and then straight to bed. Go get the 8 hours I can.
Well, how do you balance practice, games, traveling, class, friendships, all of that?
It is definitely difficult, very difficult. But with the support of your team, you end up finding that time where it's acceptable for you to go and do your own thing and not leave any of your responsibilities behind. You do have to balance out your social life to keep you sane, but also your work life so then you can keep accomplishing more.
What is something people don't understand about being a college athlete?
It's a big mental toll. It may seem very physical, like physically tiring, but it is so mentally tiring. One little thing could mess up like your whole day, or at least that's how I've always experienced it. One little change could throw you off, and you have to be able to just brush it off and keep going. You can't stop.
So I'm going to ask this question, and I may or may not already know the answer to this, but have you ever experienced burnout or a moment where you questioned whether you wanted to keep playing?
I definitely have a couple of times throughout my entire softball career, not even just now. Um, there was times before college where I was just like, I don't know if I want to go play at college. I don't know if I want to hit that next level. And now there are times here at Montclair that I'm like, is this too much for me? But you always find a way to keep going, or you find those people that can support you. You find your crowd or your family that are like so happy for you and love you and keep pushing you forward to keep going.
Yep. When there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
To lighten the mood a little bit, fun question. What's harder, 8 a.m. practice or getting home from a game late?
8 a.m. practice. I can do late nights all day. 8 a.m. practice is terrible.
I agree. Um, let's change it up a little bit. So obviously, as we just spoke about, being a college athlete has challenges in general, but being a woman in sports comes with a different set of experience. So what does being a female athlete mean or look like to you?
Well, to me, I don't see a difference. There might be slight differences here and there, but I mostly don't, because we're all working hard to get to that spot. And every athlete can appreciate that you are working your best to get to that spot. But there are going to be a couple differences as we are female. There's going to be a little more on like the emotional side. Getting along with all the girls on certain days can be a little harder than others. Somebody doesn't eat, they get a little moody, and that's okay. We understand and respect it, but we learn to get along. There's also there's some sports that like to think of us as less than because we are women. So we have to show them that we're better and we're working harder than they could. Like we got to show up the men.
I was just going to ask a question, and I think you answered it for me. So Jordan also has an older brother that played baseball his entire life, and I was going to ask you, have you ever felt like you had to prove yourself like more because you are a woman? But you did just answer that. There is a little bit of a push to try harder or go the extra mile just to prove like we can do the same things. But
Yeah.
I guess
Every day.
another question, yeah, I guess another question would be like, do you think women's sports receive enough recognition, like professional softball, professional basketball? Do you think they have enough recognition?
Not at all. Not at all. We're starting. We're building our way up to that. Um, Softball's like a little more on the lower side right now. We're building up. Basketball's up there, but they could still get more recognition. Like all women's sports needs to be recognized just as much as the men's.
Agreed. Have you ever noticed, like at your level in college, that there's a big difference in the way men and women's sports are treated?
Yeah, there's a lot more advertising when it comes to men's sports. A lot more hot clips and stuff like that. Like everybody wants to go see the baseball game or the football game. There's less of a crowd for like softball or women's soccer.
Do you think social media helps grow these sports?
Oh, big time. Big time. The crowds get way bigger when you go and you put like a little poster on Instagram or something. It gets way bigger.
Yeah, guys, I wonder who does that all day. um, how do you feel about seeing athletes like Caitlin Clark, Simone Biles, Sophie Cunningham, other big women helping bring attention to female sports?
They are amazing to see. Every time I see a post, I am just so happy that we are getting the recognition we deserve. And those girls really are helping build the recognition. They are like the building blocks of it right now.
Do you think that girls our age or younger have more opportunities or role models than like our parents did growing up?
Yeah, there's a lot more role models now than there was before, especially since we didn't get the recognition before and now we are starting to. There's a lot more people that younger girls can actually see and hear about. Before, there was not much social media, so it was kind of like who you knew, who was in the newspapers, and it was always men's sports or men.
Um, I guess this is a little bit more of a fun question. What's one stereotype about female athletes that you think is funny, but you also wish would like disappear?
Um, there's one personal one, but I have a different one. That we're all very like aggressive. We're not aggressive. We just play the sport hard. Some of us can be feminine. We can be women. We are still women.
Yeah. Um, do you ever feel like pressure to be a good athlete, but also still like carry the image of what a woman should look like, should act like, or stuff like that?
There is sometimes where I feel like that, but I hang out with my team and it just goes right over my head.
Yeah. I want to switch it up a little bit because you are a person, not just an athlete. You are a very good friend of mine and just a great person overall. But um, how has being, this big softball player changed you as a friend, a daughter, a sister, all of that?
It definitely changes how people see me. They see me as this big softball player, but I don't like to let it change me. I still really want to see my friends as just my friends, and I want them to just see me as me. I don't want the titles, I don't want the names, I don't want the numbers attached to it. I just like being their friend. Sometimes those titles can get to you a little.
Yeah. Has it built your confidence in any way, or is it like does it add to your personality?
It definitely adds to my personality and built my confidence just a little. I get to joke about it now and just mess with my friends a little bit with it, but it definitely builds confidence a lot.
Um, what is the biggest lesson softball has taught you for your real life?
To just keep going, keep trying. There's going to be things that'll push you back and make you want to stop, but you have to keep going forward. You have to move forward. There is no stopping.
I know the answer to this question, but who has been your biggest support throughout your athletic career? Maybe if you want to even answer, I think it'll be the same person, but if you want to answer from little league to high school to now, like who has been your biggest support?
It's been my mom. It's always been my mom. She's always there pushing me just at one more step. Anytime I'm having like a tough time, I call her up instantly. I'm like, Mom, today's just not been my day. Can we just talk?
Yeah, she's the best.
I love
Um,
you.
what's been your proudest moment? Not hers or anyone else's, but your proudest moment as an athlete?
My proudest moment as an athlete was to be trusted by my coach to be a starter on the team as a freshman. That was just humbling and honoring, like an honor at the same time. It was So nice.
Um, Switch it up a little bit again. What's been your hardest moment on the field?
My hardest moment on the field is getting along with the teammates. I'm always nervous that since all the girls, like, we have so many pitchers, I feel nervous that we're all fighting for the same spot instead of seeing each other as helpful building blocks to each other. When one person's down, somebody else is there to pick you up. Like, I just don't want the girls to see each other as enemies instead of
Yeah.
teammates.
And how do you handle one of those frustrating games or frustrating performances?
Well, if it's a frustrating game, I always go back to the dugout and we just cheer our heads off when we get back in. And it just brushes off all the stress and all the worries because you're with your team, you're having fun, and then you go back out and have more fun.
What keeps you motivated to, keep going when you're exhausted, you're frustrated? Like, I know the cheering helps you, but like, what gives you that motivation to cheer and to keep going?
I always try and make the game as easy as I possibly can for my team because I want them to do good. I love seeing them do good and seeing them happy and hanging out and doing their best and achieving new things makes me so happy. So if I can do my part and make it as easy as possible for them, I will do my part.
I love that. Jordan, it's no secret, Jordan and I are very good friends. What is something about you being an athlete that some of your friends might not even realize? Like, is there something we don't know about your life or like your athletic career that frustrates you, excites you, motivates you, or like how can we change or help?
Um there's that mental toll again. It's so draining after a really long day of softball, running out, working, studying. Well, the studying part again is super hard. Just being there, we don't have to go do anything. Like, just being there is so much to an athlete or to me. And I know scheduling is super hard as an athlete, so seeing your friends is really hard.
Yeah. Um, it definitely helps when you have friends that are willing to go squeeze in that 30 minutes of time.
Yeah.
But let's change it again, change the pace. We've seen women in sports explode over the past few years. So I want to talk about like where it's going to continue to go. So what changes would you like to see in the next 10, 20 years of women's sports?
I would love to see a professional softball league like go big, like we're worldwide, like everybody knows about us. That would be my absolute dream. And I would love to be on a team like that as well, but I'll see where it goes, you know. I'll let my work tell me where I'm going to go. But to see this to go big, that's it.
What do you think schools like yours or around the country can do to help their female athletes get somewhere like that?
It would just be putting out more videos, putting out that advertising, showing it off to everybody you can.
Do you want to continue playing sports when you're done at Montclair?
Yeah, I plan to join a couple slow pitch leagues, or if I could go and play at a higher league, I will.
Um, would you ever consider coaching or like working in the industry?
I have thought about coaching. I actually, this summer, I recently was an assistant coach for a bit, and I did start to love it, so I'm thinking about it for next summer.
That would be fun. Who's your like who's the female athlete you look up to the most and why?
Um, a female athlete I look up to, I don't really have one. I more look up to my coach, Tina Scalero from the NJ Stars. Love her. She's so direct and gives me such drive to be as athletic as she was. So I have more of her.
And what advice would you give a young girl who dreams of playing at a college level one day?
Have fun now. Have fun. Have as much fun as you possibly can. until you get to like high school or like late high school. Have so much fun. Fun is the most important thing when it comes to softball. You can work, you can grind, you can get better every single day. If you're not having fun, you will not love the sport.
True that. And one final serious question. When your playing career comes to an end, what do you hope to be remembered by the most?
I really hope that people remember me by how hard I worked or how much effort I put into the team or just my personality. I want people to know that I was fun and loud and somebody you can come talk to whenever you need.
I love that, and you are the best. So I want to do one last rapid fire questions just to, have some fun. Someone needs to get it together out there.
Yeah, they do.
Rapid fire questions. Home game or rapid fire questions. Home game or away game?
Home game.
Practice or game?
Game.
Pre-game music or silence?
Pre-game music.
Early practice or night practice?
Early practice.
Win by 20 or win on a last second clutch?
Last second.
Favorite pre-game meal?
Oh, pizza.
Favorite workout?
Squats. Weighted squats.
Least favorite workout?
Cardio. Anything running. Get it away from me.
Would you rather your teammate be hype or calm?
Hype.
Most embarrassing moment in softball?
There's a couple times I've swung and missed and I spun around like a ballerina, but it's okay.
Your favorite pre-game song?
Oh, Rio. It's a really fun one. It's weird, but it's so fun. You can't not dance to that.
If you weren't playing softball, what would you play?
I'd be playing volleyball.
And describe yourself as a female athlete in 3 words.
3 words. Fun. Fun. Driven. Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
You do throw some wild pitches sometimes.
That was a wild one, but okay.
Literally. Well, Jordan, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for talking about the importance of women's sports, not just professional athletes, but just growing up and always playing. To everyone watching, thank you for joining us for another episode. Just a reminder, you can do anything you put your mind to, and you can start anywhere and make it big. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along with us on Hope Harbor Sports Network for more episodes like these. And most importantly, keep supporting all the women in your life. We'll see you next time. Bye.